Pedro Pascal just made headlines for all the wrong reasons. At Comic-Con 2024, cameras caught him clinging to his Fantastic Four co-star Vanessa Kirby like his life depended on it. Viral clips show Pedro repeatedly reaching out to touch her during interviews and photos, sparking a heated debate online. Some fans called it endearing, saying, Pedro's always been open about his struggles with social anxiety. But others found it uncomfortable, even creepy. The kind of clinginess that would have set off alarm bells if any other man did it on a public stage. For many, it was a shock to learn Pedro has long battled social anxiety. He's admitted he often needs physical reassurance in stressful situations. And at Comic-Con, Vanessa Kirby recognized his distress immediately, taking his hand without missing a beat. In that moment, she looked like his anchor in a raging storm. But while some praised their bond, others were unsettled by how dependent Pedro seemed on her presence, especially in such a professional setting. Things escalated when Collider released a glowing feature hyping up Marvel's new Fantastic Four. The piece was supposed to excite fans, but Pedro's own words sent the internet into meltdown. He proudly declared his love for being led by powerful women, explaining that Sue Storm is the real star in this new version. He said Reed Richards, his character, is basically there to support Sue's journey. Fans immediately split into two camps. Some applauded the progressive dynamic, but many rolled their eyes at yet another rehash of the powerful woman leads, man steps back formula Hollywood has been obsessed with lately. And the quotes that set the internet on fire? Pedro didn't hold back. What you may identify as generosity, for me, it just isn't, he told Collider. Powerful women have been the thing that has gotten me through being alive. He gushed about Vanessa Kirby like she was a goddess descended from the clouds. To have the opportunity to stand by one, learn from one, just a partner. It's a transcendent sort of partnership. Then he dropped the bombshell line that had everyone talking. I don't really know what I'm going to do without you, Vanessa. That wasn't a line from a sappy movie script. That was Pedro, in real life, talking about his co-star. It was raw, emotional, and, for many, way over the line. Critics called it awkward and unprofessional. Supporters tried to paint it as touching honesty. But the viral clip of him constantly touching Vanessa during appearances gave the whole situation an unsettling vibe. Some fans defended him, saying he just needed comfort. Others said it was the exact kind of behavior that once kicked off massive Me Too scandals when men couldn't keep their hands to themselves. Because let's be real, if any random male actor was seen clinging to a female co-star in front of cameras, it would set off a firestorm. The fact that Pedro's struggles with anxiety are public doesn't erase how unprofessional and awkward it looked. And reading his over-the-top quotes alongside those viral clips only deepened the discomfort. If being around people is that overwhelming, shouldn't Pedro bring a handler or even a friend to events instead of leaning on his co-star? But the controversy didn't stop with Pedro's quotes. Vanessa Kirby herself chimed in, praising Pedro as the most supportive male actor she's ever worked with. She told Collider, I've never had a male co-star who is so equal, so supportive of both the relationship and the woman standing opposite him. She added, I just feel so grateful every day to have an actor like Pedro who is so generous. Generous for what exactly? For showing up to work and reading his lines? Critics slammed her comments as peak manipulative marketing, trying to spin Pedro as a modern hero for simply doing his job. Because here's the thing, Pedro didn't let Vanessa lead. The script was already written to put Sue Storm at the center of the story. Fantastic Four producer Grant Curtis made that crystal clear when he told Collider that Sue isn't just important. She's the emotional and narrative core of the entire movie. Director Matt Shakman doubled down, describing the team as an idealistic society where Sue's emotional intelligence outshines Reed's scientific smarts. It's the same tired Hollywood formula. Emotional woman good, logical man bad. And it's not like Pedro had any choice in the matter. The producers, directors, and writers all decided Sue Storm is the heart of this reboot. Pedro's job was to show up and play Reed as a supportive second fiddle, not rewrite the script on set. Praising him for letting Sue lead is like giving someone a medal for following the directions they were hired to follow. Meanwhile, fans worried this direction could fundamentally break the characters. Reed Richards has always been the aloof genius, the backbone of the Fantastic Four, literally called Mr. Fantastic. Flipping that dynamic isn't a small tweak, it's a complete character reversal. That concern only grew when it came out that Adam Driver, Marvel's top choice for Reed, turned down the role because he couldn't emotionally connect with the script or the character. Rumors suggest multiple actors passed on Reed for similar reasons, a red flag that the script may have issues far deeper than a simple character update. Pedro's extreme praise of powerful women didn't just confirm fans' fears, it practically stamped them in bold. Park Place's article noted that Pedro's personal mindset seems to align perfectly with Marvel's controversial shift. They wrote that Pedro's comfort in taking a back seat might match his own vibe, but it's not sitting well with fans who want a classic Reed Richards leading the team. Even Vanessa Kirby's reassurances didn't help. She promised Sue wouldn't come across as a bossy stereotype, describing her as having a genuine feminine soulfulness. But fans saw right through the PR spin. As Collider's coverage laid bare, the new Fantastic Four is designed to put Sue at the center, and everything else is just window dressing. Meanwhile, Marvel's recent track record with powerful female leads has some fans worried that this formula is exactly why audiences are drifting away from the MCU. And the numbers don't lie. Recent Marvel films with similar messaging have flopped at the box office or left critics unimpressed. So seeing the same patterns repeated in one of Marvel's oldest and most iconic teams feels like déjà vu. And not in a good way. That's why Pedro's Comic-Con behavior and wild Collider quotes are more than just awkward moments. They're a window into a bigger issue with Marvel's direction. If the Reed Richards role is being reduced to an emotional cheerleader for Sue, it's no wonder top-tier actors bailed. And Pedro's intense adoration for Vanessa Kirby only underscores how heavy-handed this gender dynamic spin has become. But we're only scratching the surface here. The Collider Puff piece has layers of carefully crafted PR messaging designed to soften fans up for these changes, and we're diving deep into it in our next video. We'll unpack exactly how Marvel's marketing strategy might have accidentally sabotaged female-led action films for the next few years. So, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. And drop a comment below. Do you think Pedro's clingy behavior with Vanessa Kirby is sweet and genuine? Or does it cross the line into something unprofessional and unsettling? Your thoughts could be featured in our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.